welcome back to eSIM Studios. We have a case review for the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. Brand new device just came out last week. Officially comes out on February the 7th, but we have it in early, as most people do. But we do have a special official case to review here from Samsung. This is the KindSuit case. Very interesting case that we have here. It is sold on Samsung's website. It's also sold on Amazon. I'll have links in the description box below. Just a heads up, I believe on Amazon it's half off. I think so. It was as of yesterday. So if you want to hurry and get it on a decent discount, I would go ahead and check that link out in the description box. Retail price $54.99, basically $55 after taxes. You're looking at like $60. So now this is a very interesting case here, and we're going to review it. But the construction, I was just trying to figure out what kind of material this is. Now it says on the box, it says contains a minimum of 22% post-consumer recycled content, consisting of 50% post-consumer recycled content in the plastic of EF. So I don't know, most of the cases, whatever the construction is, whether it's TPU, whether it's silicone, whether it's polycarbonate, I'll let you know whatever the material is, but I was like, you know what kind of material is this? I have no idea, but doesn't necessarily say, but it is a nice feeling case, so I'll link it in the description for y'all, but let's put this to the side and check this out. So it is technically sort of like, I guess not technically, but it gives you the look, it gives you the feel of leather without being leather. And it's not even like faux leather or fake leather, because with faux leather or fake leather, it feels like leather, duh. But this one doesn't. It looks like leather. It has the feel of leather, but not the texture of leather. So something similar to the OnePlus 13, the blue variant, although that one is more of a microfiber. The blue OnePlus 13 back is more of a microfiber feel. So it's kind of like in between. It's not full leather. It's not fake leather, or like this. The OnePlus 13 blue version is kind of like in between real leather and fake leather. I'm talking about the feel. Now, I believe it is real leather, but this is not. So, but check this out. It's sort of materialized like it as far as how it feels, but it's not leather. You can't dig your fingernail into it. Actually, let's give it a try. Barely. Does it recover? I hope so. I just put a nail in my case, but this is, they have a few different colors. This is the gray. This is the gray color. So on the inside, so here on the outside, it's kind of cool because it has a nice metal border that goes around the cutout for the sensors, and then here the cutouts for the autofocus, and the fourth sensor is just a regular cutout with your cutout there, smallest one for the flash. And here you have a matching metal accessory type on the side. Now, I don't believe, let's check the inside. So the inside, look, it may just be a metal finish, and I don't know if it is or not, but these go in pretty easy, as you can tell. Some will have slits and cutouts, which make it really easy to push. These are really easy to push as well. It just doesn't have the cutouts, but pretty basic, pretty about as basic as you can get, but it does feel good. It's probably almost better to get this other than real leather. You see what I'm saying? Because over time, leather, yeah, it ages, it weathers, oils from your hand, dirt, grime from the environment. You know, sometimes they look nasty, and plus sometimes it's hard to clean. Real leather is. So this looks like it's easy to clean. It does feel good. However, now you see this texture on the back. It's only on the. I take that back. It is on the sides. I was going to say it's only on the back. Let me move this. It's focusing on the wrong thing. So it is on the sides. Okay, so it's not just the back. It's on the sides as well, as you can see right here. Cutouts for the S Pen, excuse me, speaker, USB Type-C, a nice and flush finish here on the left-hand side of the device. Up top, you have the cutout for the microphones up top. And we went over the cutout there for these sensors. Now, I don't know if those pop off. Can you pop it off like Jerry Rig Everything did with the camera covers? It might be able to, but it's not easy. Like, I'm trying to dig my fingernail in there, trying to take this off. See how easy over time if it would come off, but it doesn't seem like it. Look, I'm sure it could. If you got a knife in there and pried it off, you probably could, but it doesn't feel cheap. Look, for $55, almost $60 with tax, it better be nicely constructed. So inside is where you get the nice touch. This does feel like leather. Designed by Samsung, made in China. Unfortunately, there's just not much here as far as the construction. You know, they leave us guessing, but it is made of recycled materials, which is, I guess it's recyclable. So it is what it is. Oh, it feels nice. Now, as far as the sturdiness, so it is rather rigid, but on some thin cases, you'll see a silicone side where it's like real squishy and real easy to maneuver, and then the back has a hard plate in here. This seems just like one material. So the same material that you're going to find here on this back plate is the same material that they put around the sides as well, although the inside feels very nice. It does. That basically feels like real leather, honestly. Now, it has a little I believe I threw this on my phone earlier. I've been using it for a couple days. When I first put it on my phone, the wallpaper changed to match this color. So we'll have to see. I just changed it right now to see. We will experiment with it. It was one of those things where I picked it up and was like, I thought I changed my wallpaper to something else, and then kind of carried on and didn't realize it till right now. I think it has an NFC tag in here. You know what? Let's go ahead and scan this. So it's like a bluish, a blue color, but let's go ahead and scan this and see what it says. Okay. Interesting. Well, never mind. I guess it gives you a part number or something. Anyways, let's go. Let's actually, you know what? Let's test it right here. Let's go ahead and turn this brightness up, and let's put it in here and see what happens. Changes applied to lock screen and home screen. Y'all saw that? Interesting. Well, I didn't see any change, did y'all? I thought some of the other cases changed the wallpapers and lock screen. Actually, you know what? Did it? Let's do this. Watch. Let's change it to, I don't know, something like that. And see what happens. Nope. Doesn't change it, so whatever. It's all good. But let's check this out and we'll wrap this up. Not trying to make this too long. I know you all want to get on with this. So, does this protect your cameras? Let's see. It does very, very slightly. So, in looking at it from inside my camera that I'm recording on, it looks like it appears to be flush, because that's one of the things you want to protect, right? You get a case to protect your phone. You want to protect the front and the back along with the sensors on the back, right? So you do wherever your cutouts are for your sensors, you want it to be raised just even a 0.5 millimeter. Makes a huge difference. If it's flush, you run the risk of breaking and or cracking one of these sensors with the glass that's covering these sensors, because if you drop it flat down, or let's say you're at a park, and you got a family gathering, barbecuing at a park. You know those benches, they're stone and gravel benches and stuff like that. Well, if you put your phone down, all it takes is a little nudge, or hey, let me see your phone here, a little slide, and it's not a smooth surface. So if there's anything other than a surface like this, it's going to scratch up your sensors. So I'm kind of surprised that there's basically not. Now, is it 100% flush? I'm looking at it off camera. I'm sorry about that, about the out of focus. I'm looking at it off camera, and it looks like it's like it is raised, meaning the outer border is raised ever so slightly, but it's got to be like 0.2 millimeters. I mean, it is maybe 0.1 millimeters. I mean, it is barely, maybe a couple of human hairs taller than your sensor. So you still run the risk of damaging the sensor glass on here if you drop it, or if you lay it on its back and it's not a smooth surface like this, right? So that is one thing to worry about. Now, what about these smaller sensors? Same thing. It's lifted, but maybe about 0.1 millimeters on these two, on the autofocus and the sensor down there. The flash is raised, but that's about it. Now, let's look at the cutouts and we'll look at the screen. Nice and precise. S Pen, speaker, power, and you got the mic at the bottom right there. That is exposed, which is always nice. Now let's try the S Pen. Comes out nice and easy. Don't really have to dig your finger in there, and that's what I would kind of expect from Samsung, is to make a case where everything is very accessible. I am kind of surprised that this sits flush. I would expect it to be a little raised. And that's probably why they put that metal border around there, just to raise it maybe 0.1 millimeters, so it's not perfectly flush. Up top, let's check. Yep, those are nice and exposed. Let's check these. Easy push. Easy push. Subtle clicks. And let's check out the display. So, you know what I've noticed here? Is this a defect in the case? It looks like there's it's not really flush right here, but when you see that kind of groove that's in here on this top right corner? Huh. I don't know. Anyways, it does protect your screen much better than any other part of the device, it looks like, although it's not a lot. So there's not a lot of give in this case. It's pretty much like one solid piece of material, recycled material, right? Although it does raise 360 degrees around the display. This device does not have a screen protector on there. I chose to not put a screen protector on this, just because and we will discuss. Please join our live stream. So we live stream once a weekend. I'll schedule them early, but we do live stream on this channel. Join me this weekend for our live stream, and we're going to discuss Samsung claiming that they've dropped this device over 1,300 times from a height of 7 feet, and the display or the back did not crack. So we're going to discuss that among some other things in regards to this device. But it appears to have some decent, a little bit screen protection, so you can lay your device face down and not have to worry about it getting scratched. Were there air pockets in here? Good question. Let's see. Air pockets in each corner? There is not. So and it's kind of rare that you see an official case from a Samsung, or if you have an official case from Apple, or if you have an official case from OnePlus. It's kind of rare that in fact, I'm not sure I can remember even thinking or remembering of one that actually has little air pockets in the inside of these four corners. I think that's a aftermarket type of deal. And it does help, right? It does help. But that's not really common practice from these official manufacturer cases. But it is nice. Is it worth, I purchased this with my own money, is it worth $55? I don't know, right? That's up for you to decide. If you really like this and this is kind of your style, hey, more power to you. It is a nice case. I'm not dogging it by any means. But look, in that $50 to $60 range, well, I guess it's closer to 60 after taxes. There's a lot of options out there if you're willing to spend, 50, 60 bucks on a case. But if you want something official and that's nice and subtle and fits your phone like a glove, this is definitely going to be a great option. And it does have a leather-like feel and probably does have real leather on the inside as well. So that's one good thing about these manufacturers. Their cases and accessories that they do sell for their devices, they match and they fit just like a glove. No MagSafe in here. No MagSafe whatsoever. Forgot to mention that. Check this out. So in here, no magnets whatsoever. And I have MagSafe. We will test, right? Let's see. Got it nice and fit on here. Although wireless charging will work, watch. Just no MagSafe. So we got it plugged in. Watch. It says fully charged because I just charged it, but it is. It does work wirelessly charging. There's no magnetic ring in this case, so it will not work with MagSafe accessories, but it will work with wireless charging accessories. Very nice. It's actually pretty nice. So I don't think I'm going to be using it on a daily basis, but it's nice to have just in case you want to. This is good for indoor usage, right? This is good for going to the gym. This is good for having in the home, having in the office, maybe a road trip, something like that. Don't know about taking outside for outdoor activities. If you work outside, if you're going to Six Flags, Fiesta Texas, SeaWorld, I might pick a more thick case than this. But look, this will get you by. It's nice, it's stylish, and it's thin enough to, because this is a big phone, right? It's thin enough to protect your device, but not too big to where it feels like you got a big bulky case. It's pretty lightweight, so it's not going to add any extra weight to your device. Yeah, so it is what it is. If you want something official, then this is certainly an option for you. And looks pretty nice. So again, they have it in multiple colors. I'll put a link in the description box if you want to check it out. Again, should be on sale. I believe they're half off. So I would hurry and get one of these because I bet here once the official release date of February 7th passes, the price will probably go up. Although I haven't heard anything, but I'm pretty sure it will. So go check that link out below and give this a look. And do appreciate your time. And we'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.